Hello everybody and welcome. It's Monday afternoon and I want to continue. Remember we did the little covered box, the cylindrical covered box with the little feet. And we also did this other kind of covered box with the angled cut-in and the sort of cutaway foot like that. I want to now make for you perhaps a more conventional way of doing it. That is with two lumps of clay, first lump to make the base and then the second lump to make the lid. So I'm just going to bring the camera in and we can, or maybe I'll give you some close-up. Down there on the wheel head, let's zoom it in a bit. There we are. Right, I've got a couple of lumps of clay here. That's the base, that's 350 grams. And that's going to be the lid, and that's 250. We'll start with the base. So, now I may need to actually take a bit of clay off there and stick it on there. Just got a feeling it might be necessary. So let's just. Now this is a type of covered box. It has, the base has a turned foot. I'm going to go in and allow myself, always check your base thicknesses, remember, with your needle. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that down. Yeah, that's giving me that much thickness in the base at the moment. So form the base, pulling it up. Now I just can only show you the way that I do these. I'm sure other people do perhaps the same thing slightly differently, but if you can see what I'm doing here, I'm leaving enough thickness here because out of that thickness I've got to form the gallery. So how do I do it? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I just watch me here if you can. I'm not sure if you can see what I've done there, but I've made the inside here higher than it is there. In other words, it is slanting down like that. Okay, that's my first maneuver. Now what I want to do is form the gallery. So with it already at that angle, I then turn my finger around the other way and press down. Now let's see if we can see this, what's happening. Like that there. Hope you can see what I've done. Okay. Now I'm going to use my throwing stick just on the outside here, just to clean down the outside there. That will also help me, enable me to get it off the off the wheel head. Alright, so to make that gallery, leave it first thick enough, then incline it down like that, then with the back of your finger upturn it and just push it down like that, about halfway. Then that separates the horizontal from the vertical. Okay, let's just leather that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure it, because I've got to now make the lid. So if you've got some calipers, okay. Right, having measured it, now I'm going to cut them off. Get a bat. Okay, drying my fingertips and now just lifting it off like that, you see, and putting him there on the board, or the bat I should say. Okay, now let's make the lid. Let's just make the lid. So going down, pulling out. Now just a point to make here. Bear in mind the width that you've got there, and relate that to the width you're going to be making there. Now I hope I've got enough clay here. There's always a danger I haven't. Remember yeah. Okay, well, I think we're going to have enough. This one has got a nice sort of roundy lid. Still needs to go a touch wider, but I think that's okay. I think we've got enough clay there to enable us to do that. Okay, try to get these as exact as I can. Just makes life easier when it comes to trimming up. Okay, so I'm just cutting off there. Leather him. You want this to be fairly flat across the top, but I still give him some chamois. Double check once more. Yeah. Remember this one we're measuring the inside. Final trimming up, of course, fitting up will be done when we trim. So get this little number, put him next to the other one. Alright, there we have it. There is that kind of covered box. Good. continuing on this little series about covered boxes. Okay folks, keep practicing. I'll see you soon. Bye now. Dee da da.